Entering your 50s can be a beautiful phase of life, but it also brings a unique set of emotional and mental challenges. By this time, people often begin reflecting deeply on their past, what they've achieved, what they've lost, and what dreams remain unfulfilled. This reflection, while natural, can often spiral into a cycle of negative thinking. Regret, guilt, anxiety about health, or fear of the future can begin to cloud judgment and peace of mind. The first step in removing negative thoughts in your 50s is to recognize that they are not facts. They are passing mental events. Just because your mind tells you something doesn't make it true. At this stage in life, emotional intelligence becomes more important than ever, and being able to pause, examine a thought, and decide whether or not it deserves your attention is a skill that needs to be actively developed. One powerful way to begin removing negative thoughts is to shift focus from what's lost to what's left. The truth is, your 50s can be a period of reinvention, whether it's career, relationships, or health. This decade offers the chance to rewrite your story with greater wisdom and clarity than ever before. Many people in their 50s have raised families, built careers, and faced immense life challenges. This makes them uniquely qualified to start over in many ways. Begin each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. This simple habit rewires your brain to scan for the positive rather than the negative. Neurological studies show that gratitude has a powerful effect on brain chemistry, helping to reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and enhance serotonin, the feel-good hormone. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, it builds a more optimistic, balanced mindset. Another essential step in eliminating negative thoughts is learning how to manage your inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself, your internal narrative, can either uplift you or tear you down. People in their 50s often carry decades of self-critical thinking, sometimes inherited from childhood experiences or cultural expectations. These thoughts might sound like, "It's too late for me," or "I should have done more with my life." But it's important to challenge those voices and ask, is this thought helpful? Is it even true? Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT techniques, encourage us to identify distorted thinking patterns like catastrophizing, overgeneralizing, or labeling ourselves negatively. By becoming more aware of these patterns and replacing them with rational, compassionate alternatives, we slowly reprogram our minds to be more forgiving and future-focused. One often overlooked but highly effective way to eliminate negative thoughts in your 50s is through physical movement. Scientific research confirms that physical exercise significantly boosts mood, improves sleep, and reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression. As the body moves, endorphins are released, which act as natural mood lifters. Regular walking, swimming, yoga, or light strength training can make a massive difference in how you feel mentally and emotionally. For those who feel stuck in their heads, focusing on the body can be grounding. When you're physically active, you're not just training your body, you're telling your brain that you are alive, in control, and moving forward. This sense of progress, no matter how small, sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind that you're still evolving and growing. In your 50s, it's also vital to revisit the stories you've been telling yourself about your life. Every person lives with a narrative. I was the caregiver, I sacrificed my dreams, I failed at love, or even, I never lived up to my potential. These stories, if repeated often enough, become identities. But here's the truth. Your past does not define your future. You are not obligated to continue living a story that causes you pain. Think of yourself as the author of your life. At any point, you can write a new chapter. This is not to ignore real hardships or traumas, but to reclaim agency. Many successful people found their calling or true happiness in their 50s and beyond. not because their past was perfect, but because they dared to believe that their best days were not behind them. The brain remains plastic, changeable, well into old age, and new patterns of thought can still be built. Connection and community also play a major role in clearing negative thinking. Isolation can deepen the feeling of hopelessness, and unfortunately, many people in their 50s begin to feel left out. Children may leave home, parents may pass away, or social circles may shrink. But connection doesn't have to disappear. It has to be rebuilt intentionally. Seek out like-minded people, join clubs, volunteer, or reconnect with old friends. Engaging in conversations that are not centered around problems, but around learning, hobbies, or mutual growth can have a profound impact on your emotional health. Humans are social creatures, and meaningful relationships help us mirror the positive qualities within ourselves that we often forget. When you're around people who see your worth, it becomes harder to believe the negative thoughts that say you have none. Spiritual practices or mindfulness techniques can also offer deep healing from recurring negative thoughts. Whether you're religious, spiritual, or simply philosophical, engaging in practices like meditation, prayer, or journaling can help you observe your thoughts rather than become them. In your 50s, your mind is often filled with both wisdom and noise. Quiet time, true stillness, gives you the space to sort through the mental clutter. Mindfulness teaches you that thoughts are like clouds. They pass. You don't have to chase them or fear them. Simply watching them helps you detach from their emotional grip. Over time, you develop an inner observer, a calm voice that doesn't judge, but simply notices. This shift from reactivity to awareness is perhaps one of the most powerful tools you can develop in this stage of life. Finally, it's important to remember that removing negative thoughts is not about forcing yourself to be happy all the time. It's about building resilience. Life in your 50s may bring new challenges, health concerns, retirement questions, or the aging of loved ones. But with the right mindset, these can be met with courage, not fear. Resilience means knowing that even when negativity arises, it doesn't define you. It means allowing yourself to feel emotions without drowning in them, and knowing when to seek help if needed. Therapy, coaching, or support groups are not signs of weakness. They're tools for growth. You've come a long way in life, and every moment, including now, is a chance to honor your journey, forgive your past, and step into your future with clarity and strength. In the end, your 50s can be a time of profound rebirth if you're willing to see the beauty beyond the thoughts